Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Armourer. We're looking at the first round in top 8 after the Swiss for the Bulgarian Road Nationals that took place in Plovdiv. My name is Victor, and I'm joined by Blue. We're watching a game of Dash and, again, Dromai.
Yeah, Andrew, as we mentioned on the previous game, did manage to secure first place in the Swiss, even though he lost his final match. And his opponent is playing Dash with a very curious choice of actually going for Pounder and probably just going for just the raise them option. And it's curious because the majority of dashes I have seen decide to play the pistol version into Dromai by just using the pistol to consistently kill all the dragons. But Janko actually starts pretty well, right? He loads the pistol and plays a second pounder. And we see Seeker's Myths being used on absolutely nothing, just to create Yash.
And now we wait for the huge attack. I mean, this is going to be a massive amount of output damage.
Yeah, like Janko's turn was just set up, and here we see Billowing Mirage. And Janko's going to decide to block that. Yeah, and then we see a Blaze Headlong. He's going to allow the Blaze Headlong. And then a Ashwing. This time we do see the life, and he's going to block with a maximum velocity. So maximum velocity may be breaking his hand, and with like 2 pounders, he's going to be happy playing anything really. He's just going to play a T-Bone, which is going to be coming in for like 7. And is going to force him to block with something.
But then again, he just throws the snappies and everything's good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, snappies just kind of foils T-Bone's plans. Unless there's another T-Bone after this one, but I don't think it is. There is. But it's still 7 damage, right?
It's still 7 damage, yeah. With go again.
Yeah, and Andrew's thinking, and he's just going to block for 3, so the game kind of equal right now. Janko is going to go for a pistol.
Which Andrew happily took because it's just 2.
Yeah, it's just pistol. And that's it. Janko just passes, decides not to Arsenal. And we're going to see a Kai Warrior here.
Wanting some items.
Yeah, like almost never matters.
There's another popper.
Yeah, but he kind of forgot, and he kind of blocks together with the Arcanite Skill Cap.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit of misplay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a judge there showing something that might actually be you.
Probably, but we fixed that up, and
anyway, Kyloria's dead.
Kyloria's dead, but then again, 2 velocities are gone, and velocity is really the card you kind of want to resolve in order to push through.
If you go with the pounder plan, yes, you need the velocity.
Yeah, you kind of want it to hit. But here's a card that's actually insane with double pounder on the field. Combustible Courier coming in for 8. Could have pumped it with the gloves to make it 10, which is going to be very, very demanding.
Yeah, 8 is still not bad, but considering that there are plenty of 2 blocks in the Dromai deck.
Yeah, that's actually true. This Dromai deck has plenty of 2 blocks. He's going to go with block 4 from there and a sand cover. So at least he got rid of a bunch of armor. And then a 0 for 60, just...
No boost?
Just 4. I mean, you can't utilize the boost at this point, and Boost dash.
Pistol's not loaded. Yeah.
Yeah. Boost dash does suffer from just milling itself. So Andrew is going to go for a mirror guy. And he
So
still has...
Apart from the three maximum velocities, there are no other poppers in Janko's deck, are they?
I am unsure. Technically, I believe almost every dash is running red throttle, and red throttles are also poppers. And one thing that is like some people run it, some people don't, is yeah, actually I forgot the name of it. It is a 6 power dominate.
Something.
No, it's 6 power dominate if you have boost this turn. But yeah, there's like 6 to 8 poppers in the deck.
Okay.
Just naturally, but obviously he has the option of just siding in more things if he wants. Even though that kind of screws up with your boost plan, so
Exactly.
So yeah, it's probably like 6 to 8. And here we see a throttle.
Yellow throttle.
Yeah, yellow throttle. Coming in for 9, and the pounders are gone.
And from that point onwards, it's gonna be very difficult for the aggro plan.
Yeah, but at least he has secured like a 10 life lead right now.
Considering Andro has 2 dragons on the field, that's not that much.
Yeah, and
especially one of them being Mr. Miragi.
Yeah, we have already seen. Oh, and here's a zipper hit, which is just going to kill the mirror guy.
Well, he has to go.
Yeah, he can now utilize his poppers if he finds them, and shoots him with the pistol as well.
Speaking of awkward sideboards, playing yellow Raging Onslaught in my Uzuri just for Dromai matches.
Yeah, I mean, I do get it. Now, Ravenous Rabo coming in for 4 most likely, because I believe this Dromai deck is either playing no blues or like 3 at most. And we see Flamecore Awakening.
He's gonna search for a Phoenix Flame.
Searching for a Phoenix Flame. Phoenix Flame and Flamecore Awakening very cool in this deck particularly, because you can pitch the Phoenix Flame to Furnace here and gain 2 resources, allowing you to swing a CNC sometimes, which is very strong.
In your hand.
Yeah, but I mean, like, normally decks will just present CNC, and whenever you can play like 2 or 3 attacks and then CNC, it is very devastating, and it is going to generate Himash.
Harpoon.
Yeah, and here we have a Raise Face, which is worse than CNC in this position. A Raise Face, a must-block card for dash basically. Like, nothing works if you...
There's no boost.
Yeah, there's no boost, nor can you give go again to your pistols. If you chose to play the pistol route, he's going to decide to take the 6, which means he's probably going to just go for like 1 big attack. You're going to load the pistol, maybe something like a Trotto, Goliath Gauntlet, into a Trotto for 8. Yeah.
But still 8 is not...
Yeah, but he is firmly on the race plan, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to take 2. Janko is finally going to Arsenal. I believe this may be the first time he actually Arsenal this game.
I think it's the second, because his first time wasn't that great.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the first turn, but yeah, here we see Snatch, very telegraph snappies yet again. He's just going to block with his
Teklo Foundry Hard.
Yeah, Teklo Foundry. Teklo.
One of these two. Yeah, Teklo Foundry Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. and a second snatch. This one does not have go again, but it is going to give him the
It's
arsenal.
gonna draw a card, which is
Yeah. And here we see Andrew actually did manage to kind of
genius.
Yeah, Spark of Genius was blocked, but the life lead is now in Andrew's favor. So Janko is not as far ahead as he was at the start. So we'll see what he does now. He goes for yet another throttle.
And he boosts with the last maximum velocity.
No, that was
if I believe correctly, wasn't it?
No, it was that card that I was talking about. Once again, I forgot its name, but it is 6 power dominate if you have boosted this turn. Or 2, I believe. And here we see Trotto killing the dragon into a T-bone.
There are no snappies now, so Andrew's gonna use.
Yeah, he'll have to.
But is it more health, so it matters not?
Yeah, but I mean, it still gets the -1 counter, so like now, even if he gets to lower life, it will not block 1 additional. So.
Yeah. I mean, he gets the -1, he just doesn't get the value out of it.
Yeah. So he's losing 3.
What was that? Now I cannot remember the card that you're saying with the Dominator as well. It was something DDDDD. What was it called? Come on.
No idea.
Oh.
We see Teklukor. Of the Spark of Genius. So he had 2 Spark of Geniuses, and Spark of Genius like attacked twice into Spark of Genius, getting a core into drawing a card is just an insane amount of value. Actually, it is very close to how valuable Codex of Frailty is. Actually,
Codex of Frailty is a powerhouse.
Yeah, but I mean, getting like 2 resources next turn plus arsenal, and like next 2 turns, that's also insane. Here we see yet another Ravenous Rabble. And here Janko can probably take the entirety of the damage of Dromai if he wants to, and he does not want to.
Probably his hand's not that great, but I think the card's name's Payload, yeah,
Payload.
That's the one.
Yes, Payload. Here we see Kurmai after the Ravenous Rabble, and they burn them all. He takes the 1 arcane, he's thinking on Kurmai. Maybe he still has poppers, who knows?
Well, he's thinking. He does have Arcane Barrier on the boots.
Yeah, the boots are also just very, very strong. He's just going to block another 3. I'm not sure, but I believe all of these are just blue cards, which may not be as needed, especially when your pistol is loaded and when you have like 2 free resources off of Teku Core. And here we see Dune Breaker Senipai coming in for 5. And we're going to block that as well.
0 to 60 is probably blues or yellows, I don't know, but his deck, Janko's deck is getting thin.
Yep. Which is going to be the problem here, and why blocking may not be like that great of a choice. He's going to go for Zipper Hit because you do need to try and race as fast as possible here, because your deck is running out.
It is, and the thing is, probably Mechanologist is like the best class when it comes to clearing dragons, because that many go against, he can do anything, so board presence from Mandro shouldn't be a problem at all times.
Yeah, and as we see, it isn't, right? Like, he was not able to stick that many dragons for that long. And he rolls Sigil of Solace into Blaze Headlong. But the problem is that Janko is running out of time, right? And the timer is his deck at the moment. And he should probably think more about dealing damage to his opponent than preserving his life.
But he's blocking a lot.
Yeah, yeah. You know, maybe he's just waiting in for like some combo or something. Here we're going to see a T-bone, and this one is a blue T-bone.
It's a blue T-bone, yeah.
Yeah. And this one is
but
a
now
red
there's
T-bone.
a red one that's gonna take the furnace away.
Yep. Taking furnace away is kind of nice, but Andrew still has like 2 Ash at the moment, so it's not that big of a deal. Here we're going to see Throttle, boosting the Throttle.
I'm gonna think about this block.
Yeah, Throttle is coming in for 6. And Andrew is still on 4 cards with the card in arsenal. So he's going to block 2. I'm probably going to sink below on top.
Is that the second sink or the third one?
Yeah, I believe it is the second sink. And we're going to see yet another Spark of Genius. Which is going to help him retain tempo, that is true, but then at the same time it's like getting rid of 2 cards off the deck.
And he's thinning his deck further, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that it is the wrong play, it's definitely the right play, because your deck is going to run out anyway, and you have to keep the tempo. Here we see a Dust Up without Go Again, with no way of giving it Go Again. And we'll have to see if Janko's going to decide to block that as well. I believe, no, he decides to take the damage. And that's it. Janko's turn, he's going to gain 2 resources off the core. He's going to play a High Octane, draw a card into, I believe, another High Octane. So the High Octanes here, especially the double High Octane, kind of getting rid of his deck even further. But at least he's like 5 card hand right now. He starts with a red 0 to 60. So I believe that has to be the turn. Unfortunately for Janko, Andrew has the Sun cover. So he's going to fully blow the 0 to 60.
Yeah, warding is gonna help a lot, and then we see a zipper hit coming for 5.
It's a red zipper hit as well. So at the end of the deck, bunch of red cards still remain, which is very good for Janko. And I believe there's still like 2 or 3 cards in Janko's hand, and he can expect like another like 2 or 3, maybe even more shots of the pistol going his way at the end of this combat chain. So it's far from over. He's going to block with the Calorial, take 2. We're going to go with a red Throttle. I believe this is the last red Throttle.
It is. But again, Janko's deck is very thin at this point, and I think that the Burner will manage to grind him down if he doesn't deck himself till the end.
Yeah, it's probably going to be decking himself, because now I believe Andrew is like out of cards, and Janko is going to have like, he's going to use his
XP point from being High Octane.
Yeah, but he's also going to use his armor in order to be able to basically shoot the pistol an additional time, which is a little greedy, but then at the same time is kind of a little bit of what he has to do, because he needs that damage. Now, was it worth it attacking the Ashwing with the last pistol instead of just attacking Andrew's face? I'm not sure.
Well, if Andrew doesn't have cards in hand, there'll be no way for him to trigger the Burner Maul, which is
yeah, but like once
winning
again,
away.
I feel like you not having enough deck to kill Andrew feels like a bigger threat than just 2 damage.
That's a strange choice of a card. I don't know.
I mean, we saw him on like bunch of items, right? He was playing like 2 or 3 pounders, so it's just a high roll card. And here we see a block 7 with the sun cover, which is like once again very, very unfortunate for Janko. And here we see a zipper hit, a yellow 1.
Just for 4. And another pounder hitting.
See?
The board.
That's why we play the BIOS update.
Okay, I agree.
But once again, I feel like there's like 6 cards in the deck at most.
Do you think that might be enough? I don't think so.
I don't know. We see
3
cracking.
health is not that much.
Yeah, we see him cracking the boots right now and attacking with the pistol, leaving him at 1 health. Which feels like had we prioritized face a little bit more throughout that match, Janko could have been able to actually
I'm
win.
thinking about that last Ashwing. That he attacked with the pistol. If he skipped that one and went face, it might have been very different, because there goes another sigil and Andros back to 4.
Yeah. Here we see another 6 power, I believe, courier, which is a must
courier.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not only the Ashwing, right? It's a bunch of other attacks that Janko decided to block. Because he still has like 8 health right now, and he's down to a position where Andrew must block every attack he sends at him. So basically he could have taken like at least 6 more damage, which is like 2 cards.
I think he has 1 card and he was thinking of boosting, but he realized he's just 1 card left.
Yeah, and this is the situation, right? Like, he could have boosted and attacked with the pistol, leaving Andrew at 1 previous turn, which could have been game, I believe, had he not killed the Ashwing. But then again, Andrew would have probably blocked in different ways. If he was like at lower life, because I believe the card in Arsenal he could have blocked with previous turn. But that's it. Janko is out of deck and he's like down to a few blue cards. And here we're just going to see Rake the Embers to just create a bit of ash into Azulai.
Which is game.
Yeah, I mean, not yet. I believe they will continue just playing it out just for the sake of it. But overall, a very, very interesting game. To be honest, I feel like Boost Dash does not have a very good matchup into Empress Dromai, or like any Dromai at all, for the exact same reason, but Janko was surprisingly close, if I have to say.
He was, yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.
Bye bye.